Hello, friends, and welcome to the finale of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. This is it, the final part of the quest. So we only have the second portion of the Spirit Temple remaining, and then it will be our final adventure in Ganon's Tower. But before we do that, we do have a little bit of stuff to do. Mostly in the Gold Skulltula department, because we are currently 90 of 100 tokens. So we do have a little bit left to get. So I figure first thing we'll do... Well, actually, now that I think about it. We'll go this way. Because I think I did overlook one in the Lost Woods. Now, if you want a real easy trick to make sure you're keeping track of your Gold Skulltulas and where you go, you do look for that Gold Skulltula marker on the subscreen map. But I am not doing that right now because I want to see if I did actually forget this one or not. Let's see. Did I forget you? I did forget you. Okay. I see how this works. It was just one of those Gold Skulltulas that I'm like, wait a second. I made that whole bit about coming up here as a shortcut and coming into the Lost Woods at night. And then I think I completely forgot. So give me a sec here. I have got them all in the Lost Woods. Okay. So yeah, you just look on the map subscreen there, and if the marker's there, then you know you have found every Gold Skulltula that is in that region. Now, if you do recall, I have been keeping track of all of the dungeons that I've been doing, so I know the dungeons are fine. And the only thing I have left to do right now is the Spirit Temple. But you might be wondering why I'm coming here to the Forest Temple. Well, if you recall, way back when... Oh, did it? Oh, did it reset? Oh, darn it. Never mind. I guess I gotta walk my way back up to... yeah, dispel it. I don't need it now. Because I thought I was being brilliant, but it failed me. Oh, fine. I guess I gotta walk it. Okay, so I guess if we're doing this, I'll just do this again, the old-fashioned way. I'll let you live this time. No! This is not how I wanted things to work. No! Now I gotta wait for you to turn around. No. You know what? This is how mad I am. See, at that point, I could have just ran up behind it and did the slash, but this time, I felt like I wanted to freeze something. And I guess that worked. Okay. Well, my brilliant plan just went. Backfire. Or maybe that warp is still up there and I just, something happened. I'm not sure. This trick usually works for me. Okay, and I know I got them all in the Lost Woods. Why am I going that way? Come on, me, get it together. You're going this way first. Okay, so we are now going to go to Zora's Fountain and get that Gold Skulltula that I alluded to way back when. And no wonder this is one of the last ones you find, because you need something from the last dungeon in order to get it. And I will so gladly explain why once we get up there. Okay, it is still night, so I think that works. But But I'm definitely taking a little gander into the ice cavern. I still wish, and I think I've talked this already, but I still wish Sora's domain got unfrozen once you beat the water temple. Like Kokiri Forest gets back to a normal state, and the kids are all about and having a regular old day in Kokiri Forest. The Gorons, when they're all rescued, like, they're all about in the town just like they were in the child timeline. But the Zoras we never get to see again, which is kinda sad. Like, the only regular Zora that you see in the adult timeline, besides King Zora, is the one in the shop. That's it. Which, mind you, I haven't even done anything in the shop. Oh, is that gonna work? Nope, I have to go for the spin one, because its center of gravity is a little bit different. Alright. Are you gonna work for me? Are you not? Is that warp still there? That warp decided to disappear. Okay, so maybe there was just something about that warp that I just didn't remember. Oh well. The idea was brilliant at the beginning. Maybe it disappears when you travel through time. Like, this is how little I have used For Always Wind. Like, if I didn't know anything about that, then it just goes to show how little I experiment with it. Okay, so this one Skulltula, I've said this plenty of times before, this was the last Skulltula that I ever got in my first ever regular 100% playthrough of the game. And that's because with the gauntlets, not only are you allowed to push blocks, you can lift boulders. There is no point in the game where you ever have to pick up a boulder. And I'm not sure you'd count the gold gauntlets things either. So, you come down to this little pathway here, and I am thankful for the magic. In this pathway here, we have a bunch of gold Skulltulas, or not gold Skulltulas, just Skulltulas that are invisible. You can wander the pathway as you need to, as long as you just dodge everything that's there. I am giving the ice arrows more time on screen than they deserve. Actually, in fairness, I think this is the most ice arrows I have fired in a single playthrough of Ocarina of Time, and probably more than I have done in, like, any playthrough I have ever done. Like, combined, the other playthroughs that I've done in my life, I have never fired an ice arrow this many times. But up here is that one lone Gold Skulltula. Now, you can tell that it's here by this little alcove if you look up. Equip the silver gauntlets. I've already equipped them. Jump slash dive! Of course I hit the shallow end. Alright, well, sadly, I gotta walk my way down Sora's River. And then I have to climb my way up Death Mountain. Or at the very least, I might actually warp up there. Bolero of Fire is a good thing. We'll just make our way over here. So I know there's two that I've got to get here. And then there's two hiding in the Desert Colossus. Both at night. Yes, I should go like this. Ooh, you're just about to turn. Gotcha. You won't disappear on me now. It's a good thing Skulltula tokens do not disappear when the time of day changes. Actually, I will wait, because who knows how long it'll take me to get up there. These Octoroks here could mess me up. Okay, and then we just come up here. And there will be another Gold Skulltula at night. So I'm thinking, did I might have missed another one. I do need to see. Look at me, I'm killing the Skulltulas. Or attempting to. At night. I hope it's not randomly that one Skulltula in the graveyard and I just overlooked it. Let's go map screen. Okay, Fortress good, Valley good, Hylia good, Lon Lon good, Market good, Hyrule Field good, Death Mountain I'm still going to, Kakariko's good, Lost Woods are good, Kokiri's good, Zora's Domain is good. Okay, Kakariko's good, so I definitely did get the one in the graveyard. Okay. Okay, checking on my tracker there, now that I'm actually looking at the number. 2 more on Death Mountain, 2 more in the Oasis, and 2 more hiding in the Spirit Temple. That checks out to 100. As well use the Magic Bean Lift. Might speed me along here a lot faster. Maybe? We'll see. Good. You did take me to where I wanted to go. Now for that, I will need the hammer. So yes, I think these particular boulders here... I know that these ones can be broken with a Megaton Hammer, but I don't remember if these can be picked up. Oh yeah. Fun fact about these. The Megaton Hammer... this might actually be... I'm not sure if this is a version difference glitch. I'm going to keep my mouth shut until I actually see this. Also, nice to be able to run through here without there being an eruption. Ow. Good. It's still a nighttime enough. 1 and 2. So you saw the Megaton Hammer did damage. But, as you can see there, I'm jump slashing a Megaton Hammer and it's doing nothing. But a regular Megaton Hammer swing can do that. So the Gold Skulltula does not take a single point of damage from the jump slash of a Megaton Hammer. Cool fact, huh? Alright. Well, with that, the last things we need to do in the game are here in the desert. Let's begin the exploration. Now, just to let time pass by a little bit here, I will go visit the Great Fairy of the Desert that I completely overlooked. So with this, we will get the final spell of the game, Nehru's Love. Which certainly seems like a relevant spell for what the Water Medallion could have let us use. And then there's only one more Great Fairy to come across, but that I will not be able to get until I get the dungeon item from Ganon's Tower. Which, it's cool that they made the ability of double defense be a thing, but I really do wish that it was given a lot earlier in the game. Like, I do understand that it is meant to be a final reward of being able to make the game easier if you're having trouble with Ganondorf, because that is the point with which you are taking the most damage. But it's not like, say, Majora's Mask, where you're certainly starting to take a lot of damage at the halfway point of the game, and double defense really starts to shine in that case. But anyways, we have Nehru's Love, the final spell. Of course. Certainly in the one time I have done a 3-heart run of this game, Nehru's Love was very effective. Now, I have actually done a 3-heart challenge of Majora's Mask and never bit the bullet once. Like, didn't have to use a fairy or anything, so I consider that an accomplishment unto itself. Ocarina of Time, I was a little bit sloppier, so I don't have that luxury to say. Let's also get regular boots on for now. Also, I should get the long shot. I'm gonna need that for some things. So one Gold Skulltula is over on that bush there. Or palm tree. But I do want to get this. Time does not pass when I'm in a text box, so I can do that. Now we'll make our way over here to this oasis. All these annoying levers. Aha. Ah, you can't get me. And I can get you. Even through the trees. Alright, 98. Only 2 more Gold Skulltulas are left in this world. Hard to believe. Alright, now we'll take the Magic Bean Express one more time. Oh, that would have been funny if I took one of the Gways out. Alright, so then we just come over here, we go up and around, and we jump onto the arch, and the final heart piece is mine. And just in time for the final challenges of the Spirit Temple. Let's begin. So we start over here against the block that we definitely needed the silver gauntlets to push. Again, I wish block pushing was a lot faster. So we'll come over here first. I think this is the compass chest. Actually, I'm having way too much fun with the ice arrows right now. Let's let's just do that. Come to think of it, have I fired a single fire arrow shot this entire playthrough? Like, I think I have only fired ice arrow shots, and that's unreal to me. And compass! Alright. So that's this side, so now we have to go to the other side. One of the Gold Skulltulas is hiding in this room over here. We're gonna do the Silver Rupee puzzle first, because if I move that Song of Time block, it will move into the zone with the Gold Skull, or into a zone with the other Silver Rupee in it, and that would just mean I'd have to play it twice to get it in and then take it out. Just do this real quick. And then try not to get hit. Alright, Skulltula token number 99. One token away. Brings me back to the 100 Skulltula token randomizer I did somewhat recently. It was definitely a daunting thing I was trying to do. Also, hello, like. Like, shuffle all 100 Skulltula tokens into the world, find all of them, and then beat Ganondorf. Like, it wasn't a Triforce hunt where as soon as I found all the required things, it's just an automatic win. No, this was, I had to find all the things just to be able to start trying to beat the game. It was, again, a very, very daunting task, but I somehow still did it in roughly 8 hours. It was a lot of fun. Alright. Long shot. There we go. There we go. That's 1, 2. Again, I am firing way too many ice arrows. What is wrong with me? So that spawns a chest. That spawns a chest. I think these are ice traps, but I'm not sure. That's the correct one. That last one there summons a wall master. Like, I just dealt with a floor master, and then it just summons a wall master. And that like is still aggroed against me. What the heck? Alright, we gotta open the chests. Alright, heart for my trouble. And ice trap, there we go. Alright, well, we are now back into the central room. And then I have to come up here. That final Skulltula token is actually over there. That is amazing. I made a bad jump. Oh well, gives me a chance to come over here then. Now again, like I was saying before, in the Master Quest version of this game, they actually have puzzles that are set for adult Link to come into the dungeon to do on the child side. In base Ocarina, that's not the case. Are you ready? Token 100! Right? I'm not fooling myself? Token 100, look at that! We have got it! Okay, don't have to hunt for those stubborn tokens anymore. Let's actually play this game, let's actually finish this game. Here we go. So I do have to make my way back up here, but the quick way to do that, thankfully with the long shot... Nope, that ain't gonna fly. That isn't also gonna fly. Gotcha. Did I miss? I did not miss. Alright, so by playing Zelda's Lullaby here, we summon 2 chests. And the reason I emphasize 2 is because there was a round of Ocarina I did once where I didn't realize that 2 chests got spawned when I was looking for them. And I was like, what the heck? What am I missing here? And yeah, that one switch summons 2 chests. Now, I think also, the reason I did learn that it was 2 chests, so I played Ocarina on the symbol there. Gotcha. And what I did was get the 1 chest, obviously. But I never got this chest. So when I left the room, I think, and someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think what ended up happening is I left the dungeon, which reset the puzzle. So then I had to replay Zelda's Lullaby, and it showed me the 2nd chest when I came back in. So at least it confirmed that, yep, there was indeed a 2nd chest. So what I'm doing here is getting a shortcut. Now this, I really don't need to do it. This is really just here as a, just in case you have to leave bit. Like, all the dungeons have done that so far that are very extensive. But this is something that you don't really have to do, so it's not often explored. But hitting that switch there puts a platform back into the central room that you come into once you first enter. So you can make your way back to this place really, really quick. Alright. Long shot. Okay, I've been doing pretty good at getting it. There we go. Alright, with the key in hand, let's go this way. Alright, the Anubis room. I need an explosion, and I need Din's Fire. See if I can get... So the trick with this room is that there is a flame pillar that you can still summon. The challenge is trying to get the Anubis creatures into position when they all have a different mirror point. Now, if I really wanted to, I could have gone around and made sure. I think you even have to use the Song of Time block to get one of them to spawn in the flame pillar. But it's not the hardest thing in the world if you have Din's Fire. Does that summon you? Yes. So we just have to get one of these Armo statues to step on the switch quickly, and we are in. For anyone who doesn't know, there are 2 invisible chests here that I will attempt to open. It's one reason I like to explore the Spirit Temple in randomizers. This temple is a little bit more item dense than average. Alright, now it's time. Armo statue number 2. And you're gonna bite the bullet really dang quick. But there we go. Well, if beating one Armo statue got us a reward, then beating this... Or, did I call it Armos? No. Iron Knuckle. Future me. Correct anything of me saying... Oh, hey, it's daytime. Correct all my usages of saying, Iron Knuckles were Armo statues. If I had any. I'm not sure. But we now have the final shield of the game. The Mirror Shield. The Reflective Shield. Too bad one of the things it actually loses the ability to reflect are Deku Nuts from Business Scrubs. So, it's always a good thing to have a Hylian shield on you, just in case. Alright, now we can do the reflecting puzzles of this temple. So we'll start over here. At least it ain't like Majora's Mask, where every time you do that reflection, you see a scary face. Alright, and that is the last small key. So now we just make our way over here, and we'll begin the last part of the puzzles. Ah yes, I hate this room. So, easy way to get out of this one. Pull out your handy-dandy long shot. Aim it just at the top. Grip the ledge. Make sure you get away from the ledge. And you skip the whole thing. Okay, and then once again, simple puzzle. Makes me wonder why they even did it. It's like, hey, you want to explore in here, right? Hope you haven't forgotten how this works. We have one last little puzzle. I will borrow the power of the Megaton Hammer once more. No. Almost. At least there isn't like a time delay on the invulnerability of these torch slugs. So you just have to look for that one switch. I really am having way too much fun with the ice arrows. But hitting that switch summons a little platform underneath the hookshot switch, which lets you get up here to hit this switch. And you can get the boss key. Okay, one last puzzle section left. It's just up here. Sure, that works. Why couldn't you have just clipped me through the wall? Okay. So now we just have to do... Aha! We just have to do that. So this is... I think this is just a fake chest. Like, little side reward. A couple extra bombs, just in case, but I do need those. get to pushing while that gets blown up. Aw, so close. I thought I had you. Alright, now that we've got the light reflecting in the right way, we just have to leave. Make our way down here. As we keep getting hit by pots. And that lets us take this little elevator down back into the central room. Now hopefully Medusa here doesn't mind seeing the reflection. Because there's the boss door. And one final little check. There's a key, there's a compass, there's a map. I'm just going to go ahead, mark that in red, just to make it match all the others. Spirit Temple is done. We got this left, though. So here we have a little mini-boss within a temple where we've already done a mini-boss. Ho! Looks like someone is here, Kome. Looks like it, Kotake. What an outrageous fellow he is, to intrude so boldly into our temple. We should teach this outrageous fellow a lesson. Oh, loyal minion. Destroy this intruder on our behalf. I did like this bit, though, where it's like, oh, wait a second, I need my axe. Now, as someone who hated dealing with Iron Knuckles, I hated this mini-boss. I do like the fact that they point out something is wrong with this. Because this Iron Knuckle, being one that doesn't shed the armor, is always in slow fight mode. But, as you can see, it's Naburu. Huh? Where am I? Well, looks like she's back to normal, Kome. She's just a little girl, but she commands a lot of respect among the Gerudo, Kotake. Maybe we should make her work for the great Ganondorf for a little while longer. Then we should brainwash her again. I will say, nice aim getting right behind me. Oh, look, even the rupees are still in the air, too. But now that we got the little extra mini-boss fight out of the way, time for the actual boss fight. And hopefully this goes well. Because this boss is random number generation, the boss fight. Look at that stupid kid! He came on his own to offer himself as a sacrifice to the great Ganondorf. With my flame, I will burn him to the bone! With my frost, I will freeze him to his soul! And here we go. Let's see how well they'll cooperate. Who's gonna be first? Are you going to stand still long enough? Come on, I need someone to play nice. Well, I did say play nice, but I'll take play ice. Mirror shield, here we go. We just have to reflect the opposing elements into the other, and that's how we register our hits. For the first bit, anyways. Now, there is a trick to freeze the opposite sister in place using the long shot. You can just have them spin in place. And that will help keep the aim steady. Now, the reason I don't typically do that is that in the time it takes to get them spinning to register a hit, I find that if you don't do it fast enough, the spinning will prioritize over the elemental hit. And it can make things a little bit more difficult to aim. Now, like right there, I could have made the spin, but oh well. As long as I can just... There. There we go. Sometimes it can be difficult to aim. Alright, one more should be good for this phase. Where are you? There you are. Not enough. Okay. Just a complete miss. Okay. But that is effectively how you would use the spin trick. And there. Nice. Thanks for diving right into the front of that. Okay, let's get serious now, Kotake. Oh, okay, Kome. Kotake and Kome's double dynamite attack! Alright, phase 2. Now, thankfully, this one's a lot simpler when you know the rhythm. So Twin Rova here will just keep firing elemental blasts into our shield, and we'll absorb it. If we try to absorb the opposing element, it'll misfire, and we'll hurt ourselves. I think. One more. There. I was trying to get a jump slash in there before I did the crouch stabs, but unfortunately I missed. But I still got a 1 cycle out of that, so Pigaron Sword is awesome. Oh, let's see how well I can voice this one. Shoot! What a fresh kid! This time we'll get serious, right, Kotake? What? Hey, Kome, what is that above your head? I don't know, but you have one over your head too, Kotake. I love this bit. But I'm only 400 years old! And I'm just 380 years old. We're twins, don't try to lie about your age. You must have gone senile. Who are you calling senile? Is that Hatred, your older sister? We are twins, how can you be older? How heartless you are. How can you be so ungrateful? You're heartless. You're ungrateful. Bye-bye. I'll come back to haunt you. Okay, that definitely sounded fun to me. I don't know about all of you, but that was fun to do. But there we are, 20th heart, the final heart container. So there's only 2 things we're missing right now. I'm just going to go ahead and mark the spirit medallion. But there's only light arrows, golden gauntlets, and technically double defense. And we're going to get all of those right shortly. But we have one last final visit to the Chamber of Sages. And look at that, Naburu is the sage. Kid, let me thank you. Look what the little kid has become in the past 7 years. A competent swordsman. By the way, I really messed up. I was brainwashed by those old witches and used by Ganondorf to do his evil will. But isn't it funny that a person like me could turn out to be the Sage of Spirit? And now, I'm gonna fight them as one of the 6 sages. I'm gonna pay them back for what they did to me. Kid? No, Link, the hero of time. Instead of keeping the promise I made back then, I give you this medallion. Take it! All 6 medallions. We're just about at the end, my goodness. Nabooru awakens as a sage and adds her power to yours. If only I knew you would become such a handsome man. I should have kept the promise I made back then. Tell me in the comments, what do you think Nabooru was gonna give Link? Like, what was her promise? Because it's never specified. Link, the hero! Finally, all of us, the 6 sages, have been awakened. The time for the final showdown with the King of Evil has come. Before that, though, you should meet the one who is waiting for you. The one who is waiting for you at the Temple of Time. And we will go to the Temple of Time momentarily. But we have one little pit stop that we need to make along the way. And for that, we must travel to the graveyard one last time. Because this would not be a playthrough of 100 Gold Skulltulas if I didn't pay the visit to the House of Skulltulas now that I've got all 100. But still, we are just about at the end. Like, it's not going to be an immediate thing. We still have a bit of work to do in Ganon's Tower. I've got to do all 6 of the barriers, and those challenges can take their sweet time. So, it's not an immediate, we have to go up to Ganon and fight Ganondorf now. Like, this, there's still some puzzles we got to do. But here we are, House of Skulltula, with the final victim saved. Since you've destroyed 100 Spiders of the curse on me has been broken. Thank you. Here is a token of my appreciation. And we now have infinite money in the game. Too bad. Money doesn't really do much in this game. Or it's basically a reward that we just don't need. Okay. Well, we can warp ourselves back to the Temple of Time, but I feel like it's more appropriate if we just walk ourselves back. Because, like, it shows in the final cutscene that we do actually, like, walk into the Temple of Time. That's just what is programmed for the cutscene that'll play there. But I think it's worth it if we walk our way there. One last little look at Hyrule Field before we'll make our way back to the Temple of Time for the final stretch of the game. Hope everyone's getting excited. And I definitely plan to show off some of the tricks that I have done throughout all the randomizers I have completed when I do that final fight. But there's one thing I will have to do up there too that I skip almost every time I do this. Actually, not almost every time, every time. I'll talk more about that way later, because we've got a cutscene. I've been waiting for you, Link. And it's Sheik. Link, the hero of time. You have overcome many hardships and awakened 6 sages. And now you have a final challenge, a showdown with Ganondorf, the King of Evil. Before that, I have things I want to tell only to you. Please listen. Another unknown legend of the Triforce passed down by the Shadow Folk, the Sheikas. If you would seek the Sacred Triangle, listen well. The resting place of the Sacred Triangle, The sacred realm is a mirror that reflects what is in the heart. The heart of one who enters it. If an evil heart, the realm will be full of evil. If pure, the realm will become a paradise. The Triforce, the sacred triangle. It is a balance that weighs the three forces: power, wisdom, and courage. If the heart of a one who holds the sacred triangle has all three forces in balance, that one will gain the true force to govern all. But if that one's heart is not in balance, the Triforce will separate into three parts: power, wisdom, and courage. Only one part will remain for the one who touched the Triforce, the part representing the force that one most believes in. If that one seeks the true force, that one must acquire the two lost parts. Those two parts will be held within others chosen by destiny, who will bear the Triforce mark on the backs of their hands. And thus is the legend of the Triforce. 7 years ago, Ganondorf the King of Thieves used the door you opened in the Temple of Time and entered the sacred realm. But when he laid his hands on the Triforce, the legend came true. The Triforce separated into three parts. Only the Triforce of Power remained in Ganondorf's hand. The strength of the Triforce of Power enabled him to become a mighty, evil king, but his dark ambitions were not satisfied. To gain complete mastery of the world, Ganondorf started looking for those chosen by destiny to hold the other two Triforce parts. The one who holds the Triforce of Courage is you, Link. And the other, who holds the Triforce of Wisdom, is the seventh sage, who is destined to be the leader of them all. And now I shall reveal to you the greatest plot twist in Zelda history. Hi, Zelda! For anyone who's watching this and has never played Ocarina, did this surprise you? And for anyone who has played Ocarina, did this surprise you the first time? Because this definitely got me, but maybe not to the same degree because I was using a guide for most of it. But this is a cool little plot reveal. This is good to me. I apologize for meeting you in disguise, but it was necessary to hide from the King of Evil. Please forgive me. On that day, 7 years ago, Ganondorf attacked Hyrule Castle. I saw you as I was escaping from the castle with my attendant, Impa. And I want to say that this cutscene uses Young Link's model from when you were doing that cutscene, but I could be wrong. I thought I should entrust the Ocarina to you. I thought that would be our best chance. As long as you had the Ocarina in your possession, I thought Ganondorf could never enter the Sacred Realm. But something I could never expect happened. After you opened the Door of Time, which... my goodness, that's not capitalized. Like, excuse me, it's the Door of Time. Like, you've been capitalizing everything else. Like, I don't know why that bothers me. After you opened the Door of Time, the Master Sword sealed you away in the Sacred Realm. Your spirit remained in the Sacred Realm, and then the Triforce fell into Ganondorf's hands. He went on to invade the Sacred Realm. Ganondorf had become the evil king, and the Sacred Realm became a world of evil. All of this is an unfortunate coincidence. I passed myself off as a Sheikah and hoped that you would return. I waited for 7 years. And now you are back. The Dark Age ruled by Ganondorf the Evil King will end. The 6 sages will open the sealed door. Door? Sorry, I had door and lure in my mind at the same time. Let me try that again. The 6 sages will open the sealed door and lure Ganondorf back into the sacred realm. I will then seal the door of the sacred realm from this world. Thus, Ganondorf the Evil King will vanish from Hyrule. Link, in order to do this, I need your courage again. Please protect me while I do my part. And here is a weapon that can penetrate the Evil King's defenses, the power given to the Chosen Ones. The Sacred Arrow of Light. And now we get one of the best magic arrows in the game. Too bad we don't really get to experiment too much with it. Like if it was Majora's Mask, however, that's a game where you can experiment like crazy with the light arrows. That's what you call the thing that fills up the bank. But we got the light arrow. And of course, things can never be simple. That rumbling, it can't be. Oh no, Zelda's in crystal. Princess Zelda, you foolish traitor. I commend you for avoiding my pursuit for 7 long years. But you let your guard down. I knew you would appear if I let this kid wander around. My only mistake was to slightly underestimate the power of this kid. No, it was not the kid's power I misjudged. It was the power of the Triforce of Courage. But with the Triforce of Wisdom that Zelda has, when I obtain these 2 Triforces, then I will become the true ruler of the world. If you want to rescue Zelda, come to my castle. Oh, don't worry, Ganondorf. I'll be there. And I'll take care of you faster than you can blink. Alright. Let's get to the castle. I hope I can, because here I am bonking into all these walls. Alright, well I've already been here once, so that's the cuts. Don't have to watch the cutscene here again. Link, can you hear me? It's Rauru, the sage. We 6 will gather our power to create a bridge to the castle where Ganondorf dwells. The castle's keep, which is known as Ganon's Tower, is protected by 6 evil barriers. Bring down the 6 barriers and save Princess Zelda. With our powers combined, we create the Rainbow Bridge! And now we can get into Ganon's Tower. Time to begin the final dungeon. Alright, now I do need to get the gold gauntlets as soon as possible, because there is one thing I need to do outside the castle. So I'm going to go take care of the shadow barrier first, because then I'll get the gold gauntlets. So we'll just go over here. Alright. Now, I'm fairly certain this can be done with Din's Fire, but here goes one of the first uses of the fire arrows. But I'm going to take care of this one first. I think this one's just, yeah, just a rupee. Yeah, if you long shot over to the torch and then use Din's Fire, that's what you can do. But we're going to do this. I think, yeah, that should burn the like and take it out. Gotcha. Now just hope I don't mess up. I might actually put the hover boots on for this one just in case. Okay, we're over. Oh, I forgot that you were a little lower. Oh, Oh, that's right. Alright, fine. That likes back, so I'm just gonna go ahead and, like, skip it. Aha! If I see that happening, then it's not a problem. Okay. Now, I think there was another torch, but I do know that if I just hit this one, or attempt to, gotcha. Then I can safely get over here without issue. Thankfully, this platform that I'm on does not disappear, and it lets me get up here. And we get the dungeon item, the Gold Gauntlets. Only used for 2 things in this game, which I know is the case for a majority of items in the Zelda universe, but I just feel like pointing it out for this one in particular. So now we just use the Lens of Truth to come over here. And I do need... I might as well get you ready. And I don't need the lens up anymore. Ah, there's the other torch. I had a feeling there was another one hiding here, I just couldn't see it. Now, come on. Aim! And here we are at the Shadow Barrier core. We just need our light arrows to take care of it. The Shadow Barrier is dispelled. Please save the princess. And thankfully, we get taken out of the room. Alright, 1 barrier down. Now, I am going to take care of the business with the gold gauntlets now, so that way I can just keep doing a rotation around the room. But sadly, that means I do have to walk my way there. Now, I guess I could use what I'm about to get from the Great Fairy, which in this case is double defense and a health and magic recharge, more towards the end of my tenure in that lower section, but I'm just going to use it now, because I think Ganondorf gives you health recovery, like before the big boss fight. I don't quite remember. Let me make our way over here. I'm supposed to pick this up, right? There. Because I had to be in a specific spot. Alright. Time to throw! At least it's cool that they did give one application to the gold gauntlets outside of Ganon's tower. I do wish there was, like, they thought ahead and made something else, like, maybe like an endgame style extra dungeon hiding behind that pillar that you would have somehow seen at the beginning of the game, just to, like, make you wonder, what's behind it? Would you ever lift it? Like, give you an indication that there's something there, and then just make it like a final challenge. Like, who knows, maybe just for like an extra heart piece or something. I don't know. But now we have the final Great Fairy upgrade, double defense. Your defensive power is enhanced. Your defensive power has been enhanced. I just heard that. Okay. Now then, back to the tower. Roll faster, Link. Roll like your life depended on it. Alright, so other than trying to get the gold gauntlets as soon as possible for that double defense boost, I do typically just swing around the rooms in order. So we'll start over here at the forest barrier. Or I guess one can also call it wind barrier too, because this one does kind of keep some elements from the beta versions of the Wind Temple. Fake out chest. Okay. Here's the fun question. Can I Din's fire that while still getting these torches? Let's find out. I don't think that's close enough though, but we'll see. Not enough, but I did hear a bunch of torches getting lit. So that takes care of that one. Okay, now this is, yeah, silver rupee puzzle galore. So, hover boots. Oh, look at that. Totally planned. Okay. Aha! So we do know that we will get a hookshot tower there in a moment. So I'm going to play this super safe. Aha! Now you can't push me! I can't hookshot this randomly, right? Right. Okay, fans off. Where's that switch? Right there. Oh, I overshot! Not this again. Okay. Who would have thought the biggest obstacle I would face in the final dungeon is ledges? Alright, can I do it here? There. Okay, that works. Are you done? Like, seriously, are you done? See, this is why I took care of you the first time. Okay, so I won't have to worry about much else now. As soon as I get that final silver rupee over here, then I don't have to do the puzzle again. Like, it'll be registered as complete. Good, that at least helps centralize me. Alright. Well, with that precarious incident out of the way, that's the second barrier. I always loved how the arrow just happened to stick there long enough. Like, if you aim it in the right spot, it can create some funny situations. The forest barrier is dispelled. Hurry up, Link! Alright, 2 down, 4 to go. And like, the only one that's going to pose me any sort of difficulty is the fire puzzle. And thankfully, that one's only one puzzle. So we'll go into here. Oh. So I'll take along 2 groupings of blue fire. We just have a few freezers to deal with. Nothing difficult. And I might as well, for the fun of it, we'll open up these last chests. One has a heart. Does this one have an ice trap, perhaps? Aha! Wouldn't be an ice-themed area if there wasn't an ice trap. Alright. Now we just have another block-pushing puzzle. Thankfully, I do know the solution to this one. And I did bring along little blue fire. And just because, let's put a fairy in a bottle. Okay. Well, that only took 17 seconds to solve. Not so bad. I do need the hammer, because I think this is a rusty switch. I am curious, though. I want to try some. Nope. Not close enough. That takes care of that. And time to take care of the third barrier. Okay, yeah, again, like, funny enough, that's a shot in the leg. The water barrier is dispelled. Hurry up! Alright, 3 for 6. Not so bad. So over here at the fire section, we do have another silver rupee puzzle. Actually, yeah, now that I think about it, there are a lot of silver rupee puzzles here. Now, that timer is actually a fire timer. So, if you don't want that timer there, put on your Goron tunic. Now that... Okay, what I'm walking on there actually lowers into the ground. So, easy way to avoid having that sink into the lava. Put on your hover boots. Now, I think I still remember the first few times I played this game. I think I was in a habit of wearing the hover boots for the ability to walk over ledges, because I thought that was, like, incredibly overpowered, and it's good for a lot of situations. But I think the first time I came here, like, I only ever had the hover boots on, so I didn't realize that the platform that you walk across there sinks. So I do need to get over there. Okay. Now we'll take care of this section here. No. You're not allowed. Okay, now I think the best way to deal with this is regular footwear. And this section is complete. Now let's see if I can hit the switch from here. So, oh, that's not long enough. Boo. Fine, I'll put on the hover boots. Just 'cause you asked nicely. But that's what I call the hardest puzzle out of the way. Fourth barrier dispelled. The fire barrier is dispelled. Hurry up, brother! Hurry up, brother! Yeah, I mean, Gorons do sumo wrestling in Twilight Princess, so I guess they do some form of fighting. Alright. Next to the light barrier. And at least they gave some semblance of you have to do some barriers, or at least explore some barriers in a certain order. Although, I will say, that is a very cool shot. Alright, so we got a bunch of invisible enemies in here. And a bunch of chests. Now, thankfully, they are the same every time, so I just happen to know which ones have the enemies on them. I think it would be a disservice if I didn't open the chests, because the only one that matters is the... Okay, you know what? Back to regular footwear, because I want friction. Because the ones that don't have enemies are ice-trapped. Free heart. Ice trap. At least this ain't like an Ocarina randomizer where I've had to deal with like upwards of 30 ice traps in a single game. Of course, in that case, this must be the key. And now for the simplest puzzle in the game, and for reasons I'm never sure of why they put this in here. The puzzle is just simply, do you remember how to play Zelda's Lullaby? Like, you play it to open a chest that gives you a key to open a door that has no other purpose otherwise. Why did they make it so convoluted? Okay. And then, because Silver Rupee puzzles galore... And there we go. Now, I do like this, though, because you come in here, you don't see a barrier. And there's even a wall master there. Because it was about to get me. I just heard the little whoosh. But a fake room with a fake barrier. I think I even remember in Master Quest, they one-up that. And the room here has a switch you have to hit to get rid of a barrier that's covering the invisible wall in order to get, like, actually get in there to shoot the barrier. One barrier remains. All right. Time for the room that just seems to have a lot of lag, but we'll see how bad this is. This is already bad enough. Aha. Sure, why not? If I can do this quick enough. Not today, Beamos. Get me out of this room. Alright. Do that. Hold on. I think that gives me bomb chews, so I'm actually going to fire off the bomb chews first. Oh, of course I just miss. I really have a bad time with bomb chews. But that fills that back up. And time to see what this invisible chest that's been here the whole time has. Just arrows, arrows it is. Now I'm curious about something. Because I had a hard time hitting that little web up here with Din's fire. Do I have to use the closer one for this one, perhaps? Okay, okay, it is how that works. Nope. Now, the reason I'm a little bit more surprised about that than one might expect, I did a randomizer of this once where I didn't have a I had a bow, but I didn't have a flame source to burn that web. And I'm thinking to my head, I've only ever done that with the fire arrows. And for some reason, Din's fire wasn't working for me. So I began to think, wait a second. Like, is this a case of fire arrows being required? But then I remember reading that fire arrows were never an absolute requirement in original Ocarina. So I was confused. But now I cleared that up. And with that, that is the 6th barrier gone. And now that the magic can no longer be maintained, the barrier goes haywire. And we can now enter. Alright, but before I do that, I am going to make one last little pit stop down here. Wrong side, wrong side. Because if you ever need extra help, there are a few business scrubs that decide to hide out in this room here. And you can get a few things from them. And I'm going to give the green potion a little time in the sun. Just in case I suck. And I got all these monies. I might as well. It's kind of fun, actually. I finally have things in my bottles. And I'll even let one more fairy join me, just for the fun of it. So what do I usually bring for the final round? Sure, that can help. I can't believe it. We are just about to go face the final boss of this game. It has been a long journey to get here, that is for sure. But I am ready for the final showdown. Time for the climb. So we just have a few challenges to do along the way here. Take that. That's challenge 1. I gotta say, just like how ominous it is that you can like faintly hear the organ music and then it just starts getting louder. No, don't go into the fire. Gotcha! Jump slash worked. Ah yes, the final treasure chest. The one that we absolutely need to open. And I'm just gonna mark Ganon's castle red because I can, and it works with everything else. But the boss key is ours. We can enter the final chamber. One last little fight awaits us here. 2 advanced iron knuckles. Ah! Wow, like that took a lot out of me. I'm just having fun with this final fight, but that does mean I have to take them on one by one. Okay. Get my health back while I'm at it. Oh, just 1/4 heart away. And then we can enter. It's like, did you open that last chest? If you didn't, you need to go back down there and do that. Time for the final stairway. This is it. Like, we've done everything. Like, we got all the items, we got all the heart pieces, the Skulltula tokens, all the upgrades. That's it. So, hang on. I'm just going to do one last little save here. Let's begin. And this is when you realize that the first thing that was on Ganondorf's mind when he became the evil king was to learn how to play the organ. Yes, this is what does give you the health recovery. I do remember that. Okay. The Triforce parts are resonating. They are combining into one again. The two Triforce parts that I could not capture on that day 7 years ago. I didn't expect that it would be hidden within you two. And now, finally, all the Triforce parts have gathered here. These toys are too much for you. I command you to return them to me! Link, I can't help you. Because of the ways of darkness, I can't get close. I'm sorry, Link. You can't Z-target Ganondorf for this whole fight. Like, that's literally what that does, is you just can't Z-target Ganondorf when he is able to move. Alright, time for Dead Man's Volley. Wow, I missed! Cape doesn't count, apparently. Let's try this again. Gotcha. Oh, I didn't get the one cycle. That was close, though. One more slash, I would have done it. Oh, I almost thought for a second there. Okay, it was two more slashes. No, I slashed midway through. That's right. So it would have been one more jump slash had I made it. The great evil King Ganondorf, beaten by this kid? Link! I'm so angry, I could destroy this room! Ganondorf used self-destruct. It's not very effective. That's one thing about absolute, like, prison barriers, is that at least they keep you safe from everything outside it. Ganondorf, pitiful man. Without a strong, righteous mind, he cannot control the power of the gods. And... oh no. Apparently, he knew what he was doing. And now time for the one thing I've skipped over every time I've done a randomizer. Tower escape. Link, listen to me. This tower will collapse soon. With his last breath, Ganondorf is trying to crush us in the ruins of the tower. We need to hurry and escape. Please follow me. And suddenly she knows the way through this place, although it is a basic linear hallway. Alright. Let's see how well this goes. It is nice that we do get to see the outskirts while we're up here. Like, at least they kept that consistent. Let's see if I do remember how to do half of this. I know that there's the Stalfos fight that we get when Zelda gets trapped. But I think everything else after that is just running with maybe one re-dead to stall you. Okay, we're doing good so far. Make our way through the first of these rooms. Keep running, Zelda. Don't mind me. I don't want to get crushed under this tower either. Good thing that boulder hit me while I was in the cutscene. Because if you get hit, Zelda actually, like, stalls to make sure that you're doing okay. Alright. Hey, nice. Double nice. Triple nice. It's probably one of the most effective Stalfos fights I've had in ages. Sure, I'll take the health, thank you. Alright, then it's just one re-dead that stalls you in a hallway up here. I do remember that, because I'm like, I remember how many times that caught me when I was doing this. Yep, one more way through. Yeah, so Zelda, it like takes a second. It's like, oh no, Link! So get hit enough times, you can actually get stalled. So we'll make our last way down this. And that's a good enough obstacle into itself, falling debris. And then the re-dead, I think, is on this bridge here. Yes. There. You're not getting me this time. Yeah, and then we just have to make our way up the stairwell here, and we're home free. We did it! Now we get to watch the entire castle crumble into nothing. It would have been pretty wicked to see. I know this probably wouldn't have been able to be done in, like, this era of, like, video game development. But as you're running on, like, later portions of the castle, seeing, like, the pathways that you did walk on, like, crumbling outside, and, like, as you're running, like, you can visibly see, like, towers falling, like, platforms coming down, just everything in general just getting absolutely destroyed. It would have been pretty wicked to see that. But I guess that's it? Ganondorf got crushed? It's over. It's finally over. Link, I'm sorry I couldn't help you in the battle before. Zelda, why'd you have to jinx things? Okay, so I'm going to pull out one trick that I do in randomizers all the time. I'm going to actually pull out the Master Sword here real quick. What is that sound? And I'm going to perform a jump slash here real quick. And then I'm going to run over to the wreckage. That's someone who is stopping at nothing to get us. It's time. Final boss, Ganon. Yeah, Master Sword's gone. What do we do? There's no way he's gonna hold me back again. This time we fight together. Let's see how many times I actually need to use you. Okay, so do you remember that speech I gave about how crouch stabbing saves not just the damage of your weapon, but the properties of your weapon? So right now, I have a Master Sword Jump Slash stored in my crouch stab attack for damage. Keyword there being Master Sword. So, for anyone who has done this boss fight, what I have to do is hit Ganon's tail 10 times with literally anything that can cause something to happen. And after the 10th hit, we can go get the Master Sword and do our thing. But, as you're about to see, this is proof of how properties get stored in crouch stabs, as I'm going to take care of this section of the boss fight way faster. So there's one. There's two. And there's three. So, what I ended up doing there is, because I stored a Master Sword Jump Slash in there, it means I was dealing Master Sword damage to the tail. As anyone who has done this boss fight before knows, Master Sword is the only thing that can do increased damage to Ganon. So everything else, think of it this way, everything against Ganon here does 1 point of damage to a health bar. And this was the case of the 10 points needed to do the first phase. That's 10 HP of damage. But the Master Sword does effective damage. So like 2 health points on regular slashes, 4 points on jump slashes. So I stored 4 points of damage from a Master Sword into the Bigoron Sword, and because of that, it only took me 3 stabs of the tail to take care of that fight. And it only took me 6 or 7 or so to take care of that final hit. I'm using my power to hold the evil king. You use your sword and deliver the final blow. See if I can make an effective attack here. With the shining power of the Master Sword. Game over now. And the bombs are still there too. Game over. 6 sages, now! Ancient creators of Hyrule! Now, open the sealed door and send the evil incarnation of darkness into the void of the evil realm. Oh, scenes like this always give me goosebumps. You. Curse you, Zelda. Curse you, sages. Curse you, Link. Someday, when this seal is broken, that is when I will exterminate your descendants. And hopefully I've learned to swim. As long as the Triforce of Power is in my hand. All right, we've done it. One last little cutscene here. And that'll be it for this game. My goodness. Thank you, Link. Thanks to you, Ganondorf has been sealed inside the evil realm. Thus, peace will once again reign in this world. For a time. All the tragedy that has befallen Hyrule was my doing. I was so young, I could not comprehend the consequences of trying to control the sacred realm. I dragged you into it too. Now it is time for me to make up for my mistakes. You must lay the Master Sword to rest and close the Door of Time. See, Door of Time, it's capitalized right there. I don't know why it still bothers me from the previous speech. However, by doing this, the road between times will be closed. Link, give the Ocarina to me. As a sage, I can return you to your original time with it. But I liked this. Oh well. I think I still have the fairy Ocarina somewhere. When peace returns to Hyrule, it will be time for us to say goodbye. Now, go home, Link. Regain your lost time. Home, where you are supposed to be. The way you are supposed to be. Alright, well, at this point there isn't anything else in the reading of speech department, so as Link gets sent back to the past, I guess it's time for me to give my usual closing thoughts here. Oh, maybe a little bit more. Thank you, Link. Goodbye. Jeez, what is it with goodbye that gets me? It was first the Deku Tree and now that one. Alright, now it's officially the credits, so I can officially talk here. Wow. That was a lot of fun. Like, to go through Ocarina again. Like, and I know I've said this plenty already, but I hadn't done a 100% run of Ocarina in ages. So it was fun to finally, like, take myself away from all the randomizers and just play the game as it was originally intended. Like, one could say it's the most vanilla randomizer out there, but it was still the original game. And it was a lot of fun to do. And I even got into the cutscenes a fair bit, too. That certainly was something I enjoyed quite a bit. With that, thank you very much for watching, hopefully the whole playthrough, but if you stuck around for this whole episode, thank you very much for watching. Man, I am very underprepared for doing this. I guess I can say as well, so I know I've been saying before that I am always looking for game suggestions. This playthrough of Ocarina did come through because of your voices in the comments and in the polls as well. So in case you're wondering if I do read or look at the polls, well, this is your proof here. You guys wanted to see Zelda, so you guys got more Zelda. And like I did say in my game idea showcase, so with the non-randomizer Zeldas, I did say that I did want to play Ocarina of Time first, and then following that, the next time I play a regular Zelda, it would be Majora's Mask. So if you are interested in seeing more regular Zelda, well, the next adventure for that will be Majora's Mask, which, considering it's my favorite game of all time, I would definitely not be opposed to playing it. So if you do want to see it, or the mystery game that follows it, for anyone who's not seen the last bit of said special that I've been talking about, well, let me know that you want to see more Zelda games, and I will definitely try to deliver. If you do want to see more random Zeldas, then hey, also let me know. I don't think I'll ever stop playing randomizers, considering how much I love them. And again, playing randomizers gave me a fresh love for Ocarina again. Just like it refreshed it in a way that made it feel fun and new. But having been away from this for so long, it did at the very least make it very enjoyable to come back to playing Ocarina once again in the same vein of just the original game, the original experience, how it used to be. There's Sakon running in the distance. My goodness, where are you running? I do also love with like credits like this, just being able to see all of the characters, like everyone's having fun and like the world's been saved and like everyone's all happy. And then of course, like you wonder, where's Link? Where's the hero? Oh my goodness, I just realized that there were 2 different hair designs for the Gerudo back there. I thought there was only the one. One looked a little bit more spiky than the others. And then we got Mido and King Zora here that are just wondering where Saria and Ruto are, but they're not far away. I have heard theories that people think that the sages that aren't Rauru aren't able to actually return to this world because they're trapped in, they have to stay in the Chamber of Sages. But to me, that like this right here just says like they're back, you know, like they've done their duties as the sages, they've saved the world, so now they're free to actually live out their lives again. Like the only one who isn't here is Link, because like this era's Link just got sent back into the past. And as anyone who does know the chronology of the Zelda timelines, and I say timelines in plural, this is what leads to Wind Waker for the adult timeline. And then we've got regular Link here, who's now back in the original child timeline. And thus, with those events, we get Majora's Mask, which I think when I get to playing Majora's Mask, I am definitely going to be like singing its praises in every which way, maybe with a few exceptions, because I know there are some things about it that I don't like. But with Navi flying away, it is time for the door of time to close, and for the door of this adventure to close as well. Don't mind me, I just like sending adventures off like this with just waxing poetic. I don't know, I like characters in games who talk with a silver tongue, you know, just a more sophisticated speech. I don't know why, I just like their characters more. And I guess that does mean I tend to do it from time to time, at least when sending off an adventure like this. But of course, now that we know all that we know about Twilight Princess, this is when Link comes to warn Zelda about everything that just happened. Who are you? You see that man who's in there, Zelda? Can you just stop him now? And there we have it. The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, the end. Alright, well, that's the end of the adventure for Ocarina. Again, if you want to see more regular Zelda adventures, well, let me know, because that can definitely sway my opinions to getting to Majora sooner rather than later. If you want to, vote in the polls in my community tab, because I do keep track of the numbers, so if I start seeing a Zelda surge? A surge for Zelda games in the numbers, then that's my indicator of, ooh, maybe people do want to see more Zelda. So Just keep that in mind, and as I always do say at the end of these, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed this entire adventure. Let me know what you think, and I will see you all in the next adventure. So with that being said, thank you very much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed. Take care, stay safe, and have a wonderful day.